Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are. Welcome to another How to Play tutorial. And in this episode, we're going to learn how to play the second single off my debut album, the song Letting Go. And it's a very straightforward finger picking pattern. And then the second guitar is just a very basic strumming pattern. So we're going to go through those two guitar parts. There's going to be full guitar tab available on ultimateguitar.com. And I'm also going to supply the full guitar tab as a PDF for a free download. The link will be in the description. I'll also be adding in the bass guitar tab to that as well. So there's the bass guitar tab as well. And that's it. So let's get into it right now. Okay, the intro, very straightforward. The intro is just a C major chord and an F major 7 chord. And for the F major 7, it's basically an F major, and you're going from the F on the E string to an open E string to play the major 7. So it's a C and then an F major 7. And it's a very straightforward picking pattern. The tab will be up on the screen now. And just so you know, I'm using, I'm not classically trained, or I'm not trained in any way, but I use strict fingering on the top 3 strings. So my third finger always is plucking the high E string, my middle finger is always plucking the B string, and my index finger, my pointy finger, is always plucking the G string. And then my thumb is doing the 2 root notes. We are in E standard tuning with a capo on the 7th fret. Just so you know. So we're in B, E, A, D, F sharp, B, which is essentially baritone tuning. So the intro is just back and forth, the C major and the F major 7 4 times, and then on the 4th time you play the F major 7 twice to take you into the verse, and it goes like this. Okay, so the verse movement is, we start off in the same way that we do with the intro. We play the C to the F major 7 twice. So we play C, F major 7, C, F major 7. And then we move to an A minor. The fingering pattern is always the same. So the pattern itself stays the same throughout the entire song. It's just the chords that change. So we've got a C to F major 7, C, F major 7, and then we move to A minor, to an F major. So we're putting now, we have to change shape slightly, hand shape slightly, because we actually want to bar the top 2 to get the F major. We want to bring that F note back in again. So a verse is C, F major 7, C, F major 7, and then A minor, F major, and then to a G. So I'll play you through now the full verse movement now with tab on the screen. So that's the verse movement. Okay, so chorus is essentially 3 rounds of C to F major. So we want the high F note on the high E string. 3 rounds of that. C, F major, C, F major, C, F major, G. Finishing on the G. So I'll play a chorus movement now. And that's a chorus movement. What we'll do now, we'll move on to the bridge part. So the bridge with the little violin, not really a solo, but interlude with the little violin motif, is essentially 3 rounds of, or 3 or 4 rounds of, I will put it on the screen. It's A minor, F, major, A minor, F major, A minor, F major, G major. And then we go back, the guitars drop out like they are in the intro, and we go back to the little music box, which is basically playing the same thing as the guitar. So the middle 8 violin interlude is as follows. And then the outro is essentially transitioning C major, F major 7, and then you play the F major 7 twice. And then you play in a C add 9 to finish, which is that full G shape, but you just move those top 2 root notes down a string. And that's it. That is guitar part 1. So guitar part 2, we're going to take the capo off, and we're going to play the exact same thing, really, but we're going to adjust our chords to account for the fact that we're now in E, and I need to tune this. Bear with me. Okay, guitar 2 is open, so it's E standard tuning, no capo. And now the chords are in the same key, but we're going to change chord shapes now. So the chords for the guitar 2 is going to be a G, a C major 7, so it's the C chord now that alternates between a C major 7 and a C major, instead of the F major 7 and the F chord up here when we had the capo on the 7th fret. So we're now playing a C major 7 and a C, and then we're playing an E minor and a D. So these are the same chords, but obviously because we're in a different key now, essentially, we're playing the same chords but in different positions. The second guitar doesn't come in until the little in-between verse 1 and verse 2 little 8 bars. Or was it 4 bars, possibly. So then the strumming pattern would be this. And again, we're just alternating now between G major and C major 7. And the strumming pattern goes something like this. So the verse, we're just going to play now each part, and I'll put the chords up on the screen, and I'll give you a sort of a flavour of the strumming pattern. If you listen to the song, there's nothing difficult. We are just doing very sort of beginner level kind of strumming. So I'll play through a verse pattern now, and then we'll play through the chorus and the middle 8, and that will be it. So this is the verse pattern. That's a verse pattern. We'll now play a chorus pattern. And the chorus is going to be G, C major, G, C major, G, C major, D. And then back into the verse. So the middle 8 then is going to be E minor to C. E minor, C, E minor, C, D. So the middle 8 would just be this strumming pattern. And back into the verse. And that's it. That is the entirety of Guitar Part 2. Okay, when I originally wrote this song in 2008, it was literally just me on an acoustic guitar. And I used to play this song at open mic nights just like this. My voice was pitched a little bit higher then, so I used to tune down to D standard. I used to tune down a whole step to D standard, and I used to play it open. But now my voice has lowered slightly. I now play this in B standard. So what I normally do, I'll either play it open on the baritone guitar, so with no capo, because the baritone guitar is in B standard, or you can play it on an E standard guitar with a capo on the 7th fret, because a capo on the 7th fret is B standard as well. It's just, 1 octave higher than the baritone, so it doesn't really matter. For the senses of this demonstration, I'll just keep the same guitar and I'll put it on a capo on the 7th fret. So this is how I originally wrote the song, and this is the sort of strumming pattern for the intro and the verse, and I'll sing the verse as well, just to sort of give you the timing and where the lyrics are, just so that you can understand the flow. But this is how an intro and a verse will be, and then the strumming pattern is the same then for the rest of the song. So we'll just play the intro and the first verse. So in this, I actually lift a finger off. So when you play a C chord, you've got the C on the A string, and then you've got an E, the major third, on the D string. You're lifting that off just before you change chord to the F major 7, and then you're lifting that same finger off then on the F major 7 before you change back to the C. So I just wanted to clarify that. That's a little change because this is just strummed. So I'll do the intro now and the verse.
And it's so lonely, living life without you, time so slowly, moving on without me, and my heart is filled with all this melancholy that has built up through the years. I must let go, I must let go.
Another thing I forgot to mention, when you go to the F at the end of the verse movement, you're playing that F shape and you're muting the A string with your middle finger that's playing the root G note, and then you're gonna hammer on the major third, which is the B note on the A string. You're gonna hammer that on and you're gonna emphasize that lower portion of the chord to ring out the major third, and that's the only other sort of hammer on change in the strummed version of the song, the single guitar strummed version of the song. So I'll play the verse again, and I'll play the end portion of the verse again, and I'll emphasize that G hammer on of the major third. Because mute the A, back to the C. And that's essentially, that's how the strummed single guitar version of the song works. And then the chorus would just be, but this time I'm letting go. But this time I'm letting go. Hammer on. I'm letting go. And then the middle 8. Just give it a bit more emphasis on the middle 8 bit because there's no violins. So you're just giving it some welly on the middle 8. A minor to F, to the G. You're going to do the hammer onto the major third. This is the interlude. Pick it out. third verse and just be mellow with it. Be really mellow with that third verse. But the picking pattern's the same. And then into the chorus. Get the idea, and that's it. That's the sort of strummed original way I wrote and recorded the song, actually, on the EP I released in 2008. So that's it. Let's go to the outro now and say goodbye. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you found that useful. Like I said, the free PDF guitar tab download will be in the video description. I will also be putting a link to the full Guitar Pro tab that will go up on my ultimateguitar.com account, and you'll find the link there for that. I hope you found this useful. If you like the song and you wanted to learn how to play it, thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Thanks very much. Take care. Bye.